Long time no see, everyone. This is Gummy Shark Guy, though you may know me by some other names. And here we have got the patch notes for Helldivers 2. Now, I've been balls deep in this game. There'll be some videos coming your way. You'll want to keep an eye on my Twitch channel too. Now, I know y'all have been hearing a lot about this game. Do not believe the hype on the internet. The game isn't really that good. It's better. And while we've had a decent amount of time to run around with the railguns and the shield packs, Arrowhead saw fit to drop a major balance patch that is going to change the meta. Might be a bit dramatic, but there's going to be some loadout experimentations going on after this. So we have the patch notes right here. We're going to go through them and we're going to see how this looks. Now, the first thing that we got up here is some pretty wild shit. Planetary hazards active. Many planets now have additional environmental challenges that will appear at random while you are deployed, from fire tornadoes to meteor showers and many more. So what this looks like is that these effects are not going to be weather effects that you see when you like hit right trigger, click whatever the fuck it is on mouse and keyboard. These are going to be random in-game events that are just going to hit you at the worst fucking possible time. That is not what I was expecting to read here, but I'm really excited to see how that plays out, because at any given moment you could be balls deep in like activating a radar station or clearing out a hatchery. You know, you got a fucking charger coming in on one end and a stalker sticking its tongue up your ass in the other, and then it just starts raining fire. I want to see that. I mean, as long as it harms the enemies too, like if a meteor comes down and clears out a hatchery for me, I won't complain. But I'm really excited to hop on and see just what that's gonna look like. This game has already been highlight reel central. Like, there's so many crazy clips on social media of people just doing the wildest shit, getting the most fucked up spawns, clutch kills, and this is just going to make that even worse or better. Next up, balancing. This is what I expected to see more of. That the planetary hazards is a nasty but nice surprise. But here we go. Balancing. Eradicate missions require more kills and enemies spawn more often. Time to complete was previously shorter than intended and now usually take twice as long to complete. Okay, that's interesting. I guess I had heard that people were abusing the eradicate missions for XP. If that's the case, then cool. I've always found those to be a little lackluster, so we'll see how they are now. But here's the real shit. This is what I wanted to see. Primary, secondary, and support weapons. So this, oh, okay, this is the build breaker. Here we go. Okay, balancing adjustments made to the following: SG225 breaker, decreased magazine capacity from 16 to 13. That's not that bad. Increased recoil from 30 to 55. Oh shit. Okay, sure, we'll go with that. SG8 Punisher, increased total ammo capacity from 40 to 60. Increased stagger force. Okay, increased damage from 40 per bullet to 45 per bullet. Okay, that's gonna be cool. So you're probably gonna be seeing more of those. Breaker spray and pray. Nobody likes that fucking gun. Increased armor penetration. Good. Increased fire rate from 300 to 330. Good. Increased number of pellets from 12 to 16 per shot. I like it. Decreased magazine size from 32 to 26. Fucking hell. I mean, I guess they don't want another breaker situation, which is why they're decreasing it, but damn. I mean, this gun really needed the buffs, but did it need that nerf? I mean, we'll see. Okay, railgun. Here we go. Here's the build breaker right here. Decreased armor penetration in safe mode. Okay, so it only matters if you're a bitch. Decreased damage against durable enemy parts. Is that all around, or is that just in safe mode? Okay, so like, I mean, I had heard some people complaining about this, but this isn't as bad as I was thinking. Because like, okay, so the railgun was the go-to. Like if you didn't have the railgun and the shield, you know, you didn't have Yellowhorn, you were booted. Like I've heard people were booted from public matches for not having railgun and shield pack generator, or shield generator pack. Um this doesn't seem that bad. It's just making the railgun less of a Swiss Army knife, which is fine. I'm I don't like the idea of there being a meta loadout. Like, I don't like the idea of the majority of weapons being pointless. I think I think every gun should be viable so that you see like really fun and interesting builds that people can make. So all this tells me is that instead of having four people with rail guns, you're probably just gonna have like two or three people with rail guns, and then someone who's focused on armor penetration, which, you know, kind of putting together your squad with that in mind is kind of the point. So I don't see anything really wrong with that. I mean, you're just gonna have to pick your shots better, make sure you're hitting weak spots. Um and yeah, and have a buddy or a stratagem that is focused on armor penetration so that you have to work together, take them down. Okay, flamethrower. Oh, this one needed something. Increased damage per second by 50%. Damn. Okay. That's gonna be good. Makes me wonder how that's gonna work. If it's doing damage per second, are people who play at higher frame rates going to get an advantage on that? I mean, granted, the game isn't competitive, but still. And then LAS laser cannon, another weapon that really fucking needed it. Increased damage against durable enemy parts, increased armor penetration, improved ergonomics. Okay, so it looks like what they took off of the railgun they gave to the laser cannon, which is great because the laser cannon low key sucks ass. And that's good. It's definitely gonna need that. And so okay, so that's all we got for that. Stratagems. Here we go. Balancing adjustments. All right, shield generator pack, increased delay before charging. Okay, that's fine. Orbital 12 millimeter he barrage, increased duration of the bombardment and decreased spread. Same with the 380 millimeter. That's great. That is great because early levels I was using the 380 and god damn, it was just spread way too much. I barely hit shit. And so that's going to be a huge help. Okay, so we got fixes after this. So let's just look at the balancing really quick. So overall, I mean, it doesn't really seem that bad. They DOP'd the breaker. The breaker needed it because it was overpowered as shit. Let's see. The Punisher, that's a good one. The spray and pray. I think the spray and pray and the flamethrower are probably the best buffs that we've got here because it just takes two weapons that weren't very viable and it's making them better. Granted, I need to jump in the game and like actually try it for myself, but especially the flamethrower, damage per second increased by 50%. That's fucking huge. That's fucking huge. Like, we're gonna see that shit. Like, people are gonna start melting motherfuckers with that thing. So that's gonna be really fun to see, especially from all y'all who want to live out your Vietnam War fantasies. And then LAS laser cannon. That one, I mean, it's still, the wind up to the laser coming out still isn't optimal. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, fixes. Fixed armor rating values not reducing damage as intended. All right, so we're not going to be seeing all of the light armor anymore, which is going to be cool. Fixed certain bug holes, including stalker nests that were unnecessarily hard to destroy. I'm not sure what they mean by that. Are they talking about like the grenades just like kind of bouncing out? Fixed anti-aliasing toggle not working on PS5. Balanced lighting, flashlight efficacy. Oh, that's good because flashlights fucking suck. Increased visibility during sand rain weather on Errata Prime. That's good because that fucking sucked. Updated tutorial materials and lighting, cool. Improved cases where some materials could look blurry. Okay, so okay, yeah. Timing issues with the extract E710 objective. Button interaction behavior in bunker points of interest. Helldivers will now let go of the button after holding it for a few seconds. Cool. For some cases of large assets floating. Helldivers standing next to ICBMs during launch will get properly toasty with a chance of not so spontaneous combustion. I mean, it was always fun to kind of stand there and salute, but that's pretty funny. Fixed unthrowable snowballs after ragdolling. Fixed being able to use grenades after drowning. I didn't know you could fucking do that. Camera no longer locked on the player's own corpse and blocking spectator mode. Fucking thank you. Helldivers now take damage from fire, gas, etc. generated from other players. Oh, that's gonna fucking suck, but that's Helldivers, baby. Armor no longer stretches when dismembered. Oh, okay. And then issues that were introduced by this patch are being worked on or are from a previous version and have not yet fixed. All right, picking up items from caches may cause characters to freeze in place. Picking up items from bunkers in quick succession may render one of the items unpickable. Ooh, players cannot unfriend other players befriended via friend code. Okay. Players may be unable to select loadout or return to ship when joining a multiplayer session via PS5 activity card. Oh shit, I didn't even know that was a thing. Occasionally, mission reward multiplier may not be applied. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I'd be pissed. I'd be fucking pissed. Mission objective HUD displays different numbers for client and host during some missions. Default armor is always shown while viewing the war bond, regardless of the armor that the player has equipped. I always thought it was just like showing what you could get in the war bond, so that's interesting. Text chat box display is obstructed by the cinematic letterboxing. Yeah. Some text in the HUD UI is missing or not displaying correctly. Players may experience issues when many players attempt to log in and or play at the same time. So login rate limiting, players may become disconnected during play. UI issues, and some games may not be joinable by others for a short period of time. So yeah, so this is a very neat little package. It's great because it's not like, you know, back from my Red Dead Redemption days or Red Dead Online, when Rockstar's like, hey, we got a new patch. You know, fuck your coin collecting, and we're not adding or fixing anything. You know, it's, oh my god, like Arrowhead so far has been pretty awesome with their support in this game. They really did not anticipate. I mean, who can? They didn't anticipate how big this fucking game was going to be, because like 80-90% of the people that I talk to about this game, that they're like, oh yeah, this game's awesome, etc., etc., they're like, I didn't play the first game though. And like, holy crap, it makes me wonder just how everyone heard about this one. And it's, you know, with the way gaming is now, especially like big mainstream gaming, it's so refreshing to see a studio just be real with us and be like, hey, you know, we play games too, we know what it's like, you know, we're gonna take care of you guys. And this is fucking awesome, because it's not even like, I mean, sure, you can make an argument for the eradicate missions being like stretched out, but even like with these like weapon and stratagem like nerfs and shit, they're not trying to punish the players for discovering a way to cheese the game. They're like, it really is just like balancing it out. It really is just like they want to give us room to really kind of bring what we want and not bring what we have to into a mission, which I have a lot of respect for. It's like I said, I don't really like the idea of meta loadouts or meta characters. Like if you've watched any of like my fighting game content, you know how I feel about that too. Like, I don't like that this is what we should use and this is the best thing, so everyone needs to use this. It's so fucking boring. It's so boring seeing just the same thing all the time. And it looks like that's what they're trying to do. Not tell us, oh, you guys are getting too good at this, we need to fucking put a stop to that. No, that's what Joel's for. But overall, this patch really varied, really kind of low key game changing, very very low key. This, I don't know, this might be the break in the meta, and who knows what the meta will be after this. For all we know, it could be the spray and pray. Like, fuck, man, running spray and pray and flamethrower could end up being the new meta after this. Who knows? But this is going to be really interesting to see, and I am chomping at the bit to jump in and see how this plays out. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do, because the only good bug is a dead bug. So thank you for watching, fellow Helldivers. This was Gummy Shark Guy, and I will see y'all on the battlefield to spread some democracy.